7x. Okay, we have this function y is equal to this. One function is this. Second is y is equal to 12. Okay, so we have to find now. First, we have to find the interval. Yes, it can. It will be. It will be. Yes, it is a handwritten in the question. It means you have to solve. Suppose we have these two curves, student. Y is equal to x square plus 7x. Y is equal to 12. So first you will compare. You will equate. You will write here x square plus 7x minus 12. It is equal to 0 because you will put equal, then you shift minus 12 on the other side. So it is this. So after that, now you have, okay, it is minus or plus, no problem. You can see here it is minus x square minus 7x. So x square minus 7x like this. Otherwise I just change because I want to make here x square uh, plus 7x. This is one curve, suppose one curve. The second is y is equal to minus 12. This is the second curve. Okay, so whenever you find, so you will equate. You will put x square plus 7x plus 12. It is equal to 0. So from here you find x is equal to minus 3, x is equal to minus 4. So your interval will be the following: minus 3 to minus 4. Suppose this is the interval. Now you will find which function has greater value in this interval. Which function has greater value? You will put that function minus other function. You understand my point? Student, did you understand this? It means if we have two function, if we have two function, first we will put both functions are equal. First we will put both functions are equal. Then we will find the interval. At this interval, we will make the table and we will check which function has greater values. If f of x has greater values, we will put f of x minus g of x. If g of x has greater value, we will put g of x minus f of x. And we will integrate this from from the interval. It means from lower point to the upper point. So one question will be like this. One question will be from the long question can be from the limit point. It means if we have function power function, suppose we have 1 power infinity, suppose infinity power 0, suppose 0 power 0. If we have any one of this case, so we will do 6 different steps. We will 6 different steps. Okay, so 6 different, what are the 6 different steps? First of all, we will suppose y is equal to y is equal to f of x, power g of x. The second is log natural x, log natural y, it is equal to log natural f of x power g of x. F of x power g of x. So after that, we have 3. We have log natural y, it is equal to, we shift the power, so g of x dot f of x dot ln f of x. So in the fourth, we will apply the limit. In fourth, we will apply the limit. Okay. So we will apply the limit here. Here, limit x approaches to some a. X approaches to a, ln y. Here, we will find the same limit. Limit x approaches to y, g of x dot f of x. Ln f of x. Okay. So here we will find the limit. Suppose in the 5 we find the limit of ln of y, it is equal to limit of ln of y, limit of ln of y, it is equal to L. Okay. And what will be the answer at the end? Limit of f of x power g of x, it is equal to e power L. It is equal to e power L. E power L. So limit of this is the method you have to use. And one question can be from the substitution method. Substitution method. Okay. Doctor, in the article question, does he specify only one way in the solution? Example. Yes, I am again repeating it, Al Karekri. So first limit this one. The second you have to find the area. Third, I asked you, no, the substitution will not be given. It means substitution question will be given, but the substitution that specified some substitution is not given. Suppose here, if I ask you, we have integral, if we have integral x square, suppose x square plus 1, here x dx. If we have this substitute this question, and also if I gave you u is equal to x square plus 1, it means i am giving I am giving the question, this question, and also this substitution. So in exam, this substitution, it means the mentioned, the specified substitution is not given. I shall just ask you, evaluate this, evaluate this. Without this, you have to suppose this. You have to suppose that u is equal to x square plus 1. Okay, Karekri? Did you understand my point? Al Karekri. Abdullah. Okay, but Al Karekri. Yes, doctor, my question, does he define the idea of the solution? Student, did you understand his question? I could not understand his question. Basically, what he want to say. Here, listen. I am asking that from how can we get the idea? If we have function, if we have limit, if we have the limit, then you must, if we have 1 power infinity, 0 power 0, infinity power 0, you have an idea how can we solve this. If we have function, two functions are given, you have to equate the function, then which function has greater value you will put first and second function. This is the idea. If we have substitution method like this, x square plus 1 square root, so here you just put u is equal to x square plus 1. So this is the idea. What you need more ideas? Al Karekri, what you need more ideas? So all it means all the things you have to think here. um, these are just long question, and also there will be this type of the question will be the long. but there will be MCQs question. There will be MCQs question. It means 15 marks, multiple choices. You just have to choose. You just have to choose. And 15 marks, 15 marks long question. And one thing I clear, no need to, you must should attempt. You must should attempt the question. I dislike that student which not make the attempt. Okay, so you must should, every student should attempt the question paper. Okay, no calculator. Calculator is not allowed in the exam. So no need of, and also I printed the exam. I made the exam. So I have observed that no need of the calculator. It means there is no such type of the question where we need the calculator. No need of the calculator. Okay, if I need the, if you need the calculator, I will be there. You can ask the question to me. So no need of the calculator. Okay. So now we move to the our today class. Now we move to our, so here all the things are given. You can make the uh, picture of this. Doctor, integral of inverse hyperbolic functions will be in the exam. Yes, it will be in the exam, but as a MCQs, not in the long question. It will be in the exam. Can you the question about the limit? What arisal measure? I could not understand. Yes, I am asking that if we have, yes, Abdul Aziz,
Sorry, doctor, but you mean
no
next
problem.
class you will make review?
I shall revise, but not, I shall not revise the question paper. I shall revise the syllabus.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. And now I am giving the idea that which type of, here student Raed Al Mezal asking, here suppose we have function power function f of x power g of x, and whenever we apply the limit, if we get 1 power infinity or no 15 marks, 15 questions are multiple choices, three questions are long question, three questions are long question. Okay, about the limits question, if we have function power function, function power function, so whenever we apply the limit, if we get 1 power infinity, 0 power 0, or infinity power 0, so then we will do 6 different steps. We will do 6 different steps. What are the steps? First, we suppose that y is equal to f of x power g of x. Second is we uh, we shift the power. We shift the power in the zarab. So g of x dot ln f of x. Third, we apply uh, third this we apply the, first we suppose y is equal to f of x power g of x. Second, we take log natural. Third, we shift the power. Fourth, we take the limit. We take the fourth. Fifth, we find out the limit. Fifth, we find out the limit. Sixth, e power that limit. It is our answer. Okay, Rahat Al Mezal. Here, no problem. This is the screen. I again revise. If we have function power function f of x power g of x. Okay. So how can we solve this? We will do 6 different steps. So the first step is we will suppose y is equal to f of x power g of x. Second is chapter 8 in the midterm exam. No. Chapter 8 is not in the midterm exam. Here I am asking that if we have y is equal to f of x power g of x, f of x power g of x. So how can we solve this? How can we solve this? And we have the limit. So whenever we have limit, if we get 1 power infinity or 0 power 0 or infinity power 0, so how can we solve this? We do the 6 different steps. We do the 6 different steps. What are the steps? We suppose that y is equal to, first step, we suppose that y is equal to f of x power g of x. F of x power g of x. What is the second step? Raid al Mazel. What is the second step? We take the log natural. We take the log natural. What is the third step? What is the third step? We shift the power in the zarab. Thus ln of y. Yes. So g of x dot ln of f of x. Fourth step. Fourth step. What is the fourth step? We have limit. Yes. So limit ln of y, and here limit the same limit. It means here if we have x approaches to a, we will put a. If we have x approaches to 2, x approaches 2. So same limit. So g of x dot. In this step we will find the limit. Okay. What is the fifth step? We find out the limit. Suppose limit of ln of y. Here in the 4th step to 5 steps, we have to use the L'Hopital rule. We have to use the L'Hopital rule. Suppose it is equal to L. It is equal to L. 6th step. So limit of f of x power g of x, it is equal to e power L. E power L. Okay. Okay, Raid al Mazel. And especially which question we solved in the class, and as an exercise you also see that question. Okay, especially which we solved in the class as exercises, and as a topic you focus on that. Doctor, can you send please the solution for solution of 7.5? I have okay, but some question which we solved in the class, it is not given there. It is not given there. But anyhow, if you ask, I can send you, no problem. Yes, Abdul Aziz.
Sorry, doctor. Or I will wait for you finish 7.7, then you send it with the 7.5.
I have many. Okay, I hope in the next class, till next class, I
Yeah, yeah.
can also complete 7.7. So
I will.
remind me in the next class.
I will ask you again next class, inshallah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Inshallah, inshallah. Okay, now we move to our today lecture. Now we move to our today lectures. Okay. So in the last class, okay. We in the last class we have discussed fundamental formulas of integration. Fundamental formulas of integration. So how can we find now? After that we use that formulas in solving the question. So now we use now we solve the example 8 and we solve the exercise, those questions which are included in the syllabus. Yes, Abdul Aziz, do you have any question? Okay, so here you can see, here what is the question? We have evaluate the definite integral. Evaluate the definite integral. Okay, no problem. Evaluate the definite integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. From minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. What is the function? X power 3 cosine x. X power 3 cosine x. So if we see x power 3 cosine x, the given function is a continuous function. How can we say that it is continuous? Because it is product of the two continuous function. So it is x power 3 polynomial function. Polynomial function is continuous everywhere. Polynomial function is continuous everywhere. So also cosine x and sine x, these are just two trigonometric function. If we have tan x, we have some points where the function is discontinuous. But if we have sine x and cosine x, these are continuous everywhere. So we have product of the two continuous function, so it is continuous everywhere. So so we have x power 3 cosine x, it is continuous. It is continuous. So we have x power 3 cosine x, it is continuous. Now we check the given function. It means x power 3 cosine x, it is odd function or even function. X power 3 cosine x, it is even functions or odd function. So for this we replace x with minus x. We replace x with minus x. If we replace x with minus x, we get minus x power 3. It is minus outside x power 3. So also if we have cosine minus x, now cosine x is even function. Cosine x is even function. So thus we get cosine, yes, cosine x is even function, and every even function observe the negative. Observe the negative. So thus we get minus outside x power 3 cosine x. Thus thus we get minus outside. So f of minus x, it is equal to minus f of x. So if we have this type, this shows that the given function is an odd function. It means x power 3 cosine x, it is odd function. And we have studied in uh, in 5.6 that integral of the odd function is equal to 0. The integral of the odd function is equal to 0. So thus integral of the odd function is 0. So after that, thus we conclude that the integral from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x power 3 cosine x dx, it is equal to 0. It is equal to 0. Now, now if we see the exercise 8.1. So in 8.1, we have to evaluate the integral. We have to evaluate the integral here. We, in our syllabus, we have to solve question number 1. So before question number 1, we have read the question. The integral and exercise are in no particular order. It means in some question we have to solve it by the substitution method, and some we have to solve it by trigonometric identities, and in some we have to use some other algebraic method. So if we see question number 1, we have to evaluate this by substitution method. How can we know that? Because we know that if we suppose u is equal to 8x square, its derivative is 16x. It is given in the numerator. So if we have u is equal to, if u is equal to 8x square, 8x square plus 2, 8x square plus 2. So how can we solve this? We solve it by this substitution. We take its derivative. What is derivative of 8x square? So du over dx, it is equal to 16x. It is equal to 16x. Now, what is du? Du is equal to a 16x. So 16x dx. Du equal to 16x dx. Thus, we get here 16x dx. So, thus the given integral, this integral will be equal to, yeah, it is equal to 1 over u du, because u is equal to 8x square and du is equal to 16x dx. 16x dx. Now we find the lower limit and upper limit. Now we find the lower limit and upper limit. What is lower limit? It is equal to, it is equal to 0 whenever we put in u. So u is equal to 8x square, so thus we get 8 thereof 0, 0 plus 2, 2. So thus we get 2. If we put the upper limit, so 8 into 1 square, it is 1. 1 thereof 8, 8 plus 2, 10. So thus the low upper limit will become 10. Now what is integral of 1 over u? What is integral of 1 over u? It is equal to log natural u. So lower limit is 2, upper limit is 10. So thus we get log natural u 2 to 10. Log natural u 2 to 10. So thus we get log natural 10 minus log natural 2. Because first we put upper limit minus lower limit. First we put upper limit minus lower limit. So in this way we get, we also know that the property of the log natural. If we have log a minus log b, log a minus log b, it is equal to what? It is equal to log a divided by b. Property of the log natural. So what is a? A is equal to 10. What is b? B is equal to 2. Log 10 divided by 2, it is equal to log natural 5. Log natural 5. Log 10 divided by 2, it is equal to log natural 5. This is the solution of question number 1. After that, we solve question number 4. It is given in our syllabus. What it is? Integral, definite integral from pi by 4 to pi by 4 to pi by 3. So here. How can we solve this? First, we simplify this. No need of here. First, no need of direct substitution. We solve it by the simplify first. So here it is 1 divided by, it is 1 divided by cosine square x. 1 divided by cosine square x into tan x. What is the definition of the tan x? What is the definition of the tan x? Sine over cos. So we put here cos square x dot dot sine over cosine. Yes, sine over cosine. Now, whenever we put this cosine will be cancelled with the square. So what will be the remaining? We just remaining cosine x dot sine x. Thus we get here 1 divided by, thus we get 1 over sine x, 1 over sine x cosine x. 1 over sine x cosine x. First, because you can write cosine x dot sine, no problem. You can write, because 2 0 3, it is equal to 3 0 2. Why I am writing sine first? Because I want to product here 2. So if I product here 2 in the denominator, I must have to product 2 in the numerator. Otherwise, there will be inequality. There will be inequality. If I product 2 with the denominator, I must have to product 2 with the numerator. So now, what is 2 sine x cosine x? Yes, no, 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 no. Here something is related, similar. It is not cosine 2x. It is just no, 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 no. Here Abdullah, something is mistake. It is equal to sine 2x, not cosine 2x. It is sine 2x. So this is equal to 2 divided by sine 2x. Yes, it is equal to sine 2x. 2 divided by sine 2x. So thus our given integral, thus our given function, which is equal to 1 over cosine square x tan x, it is equal to 2 divided by sine 2x. 2 divided by, so thus we get 2 divided by sine 2x dx. All the things are same. Lower limit, upper limit same. Pi by 4, here pi by 3. Upper limit is pi by 3, lower limit is pi by 4. Upper lower limit pi by 4. Now here we will use the substitution method. Now we will use the substitution method. What substitution we will put here? We suppose u is equal to sine u is equal to 2x, just 2x. No, not sine 2x. U is equal to just sine 2x, not sine 2x. It is just 2x. Okay. So what is the derivative of u? Then du is equal to du over dx. It is equal to 2. Yes, it is equal to 2. So thus, what is du? So du equal to 2 dx. If we see we have 2 dx, this is 2 dx, it is equal to du. Thus, our given integral will be converted into this way. It is equal to 1 over sine u. 1 divided by sine u, not 2, because 2 dx, it is equal to du. So thus, we have 1 divided by sine u du. Okay, yes, 1 divided by sine u. So now what is remaining? What is remaining? We have lower limit and upper limit is remaining, because if we convert x into u, so the limit will also be converted into u. So here first the limit was on the x. was the limit was on the x. So what was the limit? It was pi by 4. So where is x? We put pi by 4. So here u is equal to 2x. Whenever we put pi by 4, so what will be? U is equal to 2 pi by 4. So it will becomes u is equal to pi by 2. So the lower limit will becomes pi by 2. The lower limit will becomes pi by 2. Now the upper limit. What is upper limit? It is pi by 3. So 2 zara pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. Now here pi by 2 it is equal to 120. Yes. Pi by 2 it is equal to 120 and 2 pi by 3 it is equal to 1, sorry, pi by 2 it is equal to 90 and 2 pi by 3 it is equal to 120. So thus our question is now shifted in terms of the variable u. Now what is 1 over sine u? What is 1 over sine u? Yes, Raed Al Mezal and Ahmad Salem, Abdul Aziz. 1 over sine u? No. 1 over sine. What is 1 over sine? It is equal to cosec. It is equal to cosec. Yes, it is equal to cosec u. Thus we get cosec u. Cosec u du. Now here pi by 4, sorry, pi by 2 to 2 pi by 2, 2 pi by 3. So now any student give the answer. What is integral of the cosec u? What is integral of the cosec u? What is integral of the cosec u? Any student? No, it is not cosec. Integral of the cosec is something else. We have solved in the last formulas. We have solved in the last formulas. What is integral of the cosec u? Yes, any student? Raed Al Mezal. What is integral? See the previous. No, something is missing. Something is missing. Here it is related. Something is missing. Integral of the cosec. It is equal to minus log natural cosec u plus cotangent u minus log natural cosec u plus cotangent u. Here I am writing at the end minus log natural cosec u. I am writing at the end of the page cosec u plus cotangent u. Now lower limit is pi by 2, upper limit is 2 pi by 3. Okay, so first we put upper limit, then we will put lower limit. It is equal to minus log natural cosec 2 pi by 3 plus cotangent 2 pi by 3. Now minus minus plus. Now here log natural cosec pi by 2 plus cotangent pi by 2. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, so no need to evaluate more, because if you do not have calculator, so something we can, because I know that cosec of pi by 2, okay, that is equal to 1 over sine, which is equal to 1. So cotangent, I also know that cotangent pi by 2, it is equal to cos pi by 2 over sine pi by 2. 0 over 1, it is equal to 0. So it is log natural 1, this is equal to 0. This all the things that is equal to 0. Here we have just these things. Okay. So after that we have to solve question number 15. Question number 15. Here, see the following question. What is the question? See here. Question is 1 plus sine theta divided by cosine square theta. 1 plus sine theta divided by cosine square theta. 1 plus 1 plus sine theta divided by cosine square theta. 1 plus sine theta divided by cosine square theta. So how can we solve this? We solve it by the first, we simplify simply. So here it is equal to, now if we see cosine square theta is, it is divisor of both 1 and sine theta. It is divisor of both 1 and sine theta. So here thus we get 1 over cos theta, it is equal to 1 over plus, we have here 1 over cos theta, 1 over cos theta dot sine theta over cosine theta. उधर की so it is equal to sine theta 1 over cos theta dot sine theta over cosine theta. 1 over cos theta, 1 over cos theta dot sine theta over cosine theta. Now here, what is sine theta over cosine theta? What is sine theta over cosine theta? Now here, this is equal to what? 1 over cos square theta, it is equal to what? 1 divided by cos square theta, it is equal to what? 1 over cos square theta, it is equal to sec square theta. Yes, sec square theta. Plus 1 over cos theta, just sec theta. What? Yes. Sin theta over cosine theta. Sin theta over cosine theta, as Ahmad Salim is asking, it is tan theta. So thus we get the integral of this. So what is now integral of sec square theta? What is integral of sec square theta? It is equal to integral of sec. It is equal to tan theta. Yes. What is integral of? So here, lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4. Upper limit is pi by 4. So here plus, now here What is integral of sec theta tan theta? What is integral of sec? It is equal to sec theta. Yes. So thus we get tan theta plus sec theta. Tan theta plus sec theta. So if we have this tan theta plus sec theta, so first we get the following. First we put upper limit and lower limit. So first we put pi by. So here we have the following. Here tan theta plus sec theta. We have 0, here pi by 4. So what is tan pi by 4? It is equal to 1. Tan pi by 4 it is equal to 1 plus tan pi sec pi by 4 it is equal to square root 2. Square root 2 minus what is tan pi by 4? What is tan 0? It is equal to 0. What is sec 0? It is equal to 1. So thus we cancel. Whenever we cancel, we get just square root 2. We get just square root 2. Okay. We just get here square root 2. This is the solution of question number 15. So after that, question number 27. Question number 27. So if we see what is the question, we have here 2 divided by x 2 divided by x square root of 1 minus 4 log natural square x. 1 minus 4 log natural square x. So how can we solve this? We suppose that u is equal to 4 log natural square x. So here u is equal to, so here it is 4 log natural square x. So if we take 2 log natural x, so whenever we take 2 log natural x, so what is square of 2 log natural x? Square of 2, it is equal to 4. What is square of 2? It is equal to 4. What is square of the log natural x? It is log natural square x. It is log natural square x. Yes. So thus we suppose u is equal to 2 log natural x. U is equal to 2 log natural x. Now, how can we solve this? How can we solve this? We take derivative of this. What is derivative of 2 log natural x? What is derivative of 2 log natural x? It is equal to 2 divided by x. 2 divided by x. 2 divided by x. So now, if it is 2 divided by x, now here you can see 2 divided by x dx. So if we shift dx on the other side, so thus we get du equal to 2 over x dx. Du equal to 2 over x dx. So thus 2 over x dx, it is equal to du. 2 over x, 2 divided by x dx, it is equal to du. It is equal to du. So thus the given integral will becomes, what will be the given integral? So thus our question will be 1 over square root of 1 minus u square du. Now what is integral of 1 over 1 minus u square? In the last class we have discussed integral of 1 divided by square root of a square minus x square. 1 divided by square root of a square minus x square. 1 divided by square root of a square minus x square, it is equal to sine inverse x over a. So thus yes, so sine inverse here not minus sine inverse x. Yes, you are correct, Abdul Aziz. So here we have sine inverse x. It is equal to sine inverse. Now here we have u, so u plus constant, because we are dealing with the now indefinite integral. We are now dealing with the indefinite. So what is u? Yes, what is u here? We just put the value of u. What is u? U is equal to 2 log natural x. Yeah, as we suppose in the start, u is equal to 2 log natural x. Yes, so that's the answer is sine inverse 2 log natural x plus constant. This is the answer. Sine inverse 2 log natural x plus constant. So this is the solution of question number 27. So after that, after this, we start the new topic which is called integration by parts. We start integration by parts. What is integration by parts? Yeah, you can see if we have two function, one is f of x, one is g of x. So I write here the general formula. If we have integration of the two function, one is f of x, one is g of x. Product of these f of x zarab g of x. We have product of these two functions f of x zarab g of x. Integral of this. Integral of f of x zarab g of x. Integral of f of x zarab. So how can we find the integral of this? So we put first function same. First function same as it is given. We will not change this. We will put this is same. Dot integral of the second function. Integral mean antiderivative of the second function. This is the formula. Minus integration of integrated function. It means the answer which we get before we will put here. Dot derivative of the first function f of x dx. So here for this integral we put dx at the end. So thus first function same, integration of the second function, first function same, integration of the second function minus integration of the integrated function dot derivative of the first function, dot derivative of the first function. Okay, so I again repeat, first function same, integration of the second function minus integration of the integrated function dot derivative of the first function, dot derivative of the first function. Now here first function same. Here if we see x cosine x, So x cosine, what is f of x for this case? If we have x cosine x, we suppose that f of x is equal to x. F of x is equal to x. What is now g of x? G of x is equal to cosine x. So what is now formula? Here student, what is the formula? First function same. First function same. So thus if we have integral of x cosine x, integral of x cosine x, first function same, it means x is same, x is same. Okay, so integral, what is the integral of cosine x? What is integral of cosine x, students? Integral of cosine x is minus sine, sorry, plus sine, not minus, plus sine x. Yes, plus sine x. After that, yes, minus. Here the answer which we get here we put here. So here sine x again. So what is derivative of x? Because that derivative of the first function. What is derivative of x with respect to x? What is that? It is equal to 1. Thus we put here 1 dot sine x, sine x. Thus what is now again? Again we have integral of the sine x. What is integral of the sine x? What is integral of the sine x? It is equal to minus cosine. Yes, it is equal to minus cosine. Thus we get x sine x, x sine x, x sine x plus cosine x plus constant, because minus minus plus, minus minus we get plus. I again repeat, here we have two functions. One is x, the second one is cosine x. One is x, the second one is cosine x. So here whenever we use the integration by parts formula, we use the integration by parts formula. So what is this? Integration by parts formula. First function same. First function same. After that, integration of the second function. What is integration of cosine x? It is sine x. Integration of cosine x, it is equal to sine x minus integration of integrated function. It means the answer which we get before we will put here. Dot derivative of the first function. What is derivative of x? It is equal to 1. Thus we get x sine x minus into minus cosine x plus constant. Okay, so thus we get here, thus we get here, thus we get x sine x plus cosine x plus constant. Now if I want to confirm, if I want to confirm that, if I want to confirm that this is the integral of the given function, if we take its derivative, we get again x cosine x, because sine and cosine, they are inverse of the each other. They are inverse of the each other. So whenever we take again its derivative, we will get the same function. We will get the same function. So if we take the derivative of x sine x plus cosine x plus constant, we get the same function. Now after that, what is the next? We have here x square e power x. X square e power x. So if we have x square e x, what is this? Here we have integral x square. Here we use 2 times integration by parts. So first function same. It means x square same. Integral of e power x. What is integral of e power x? What is integral of exponential function? What is derivative of? Same. Integral of e power x is e power x. Integral of e power x is e power x. Minus. Yes, integral of e power x is e power x. Minus integral, the answer which we get here, e power x. What is derivative of x square? What is derivative of x square? Yes, it is equal to 2x. It is equal to 2x. Thus, we get here 2x dx. Now here 2 is a constant. Now we have 2 is a constant. It will go outside. 2 is a constant. It will go outside. Thus we get x square e power x minus 2. Now one thing you should note here. If polynomial function is first in the start, it must be first in the whole question. One thing you should note, if polynomial function is first in the start, it must be first in the whole function. If it is second in the start, then it must be second. Similarly for all the functions. So thus we put again x e power x e power x. Okay. So now we have x e power x. We use again integration by parts. We use again integration by parts. So how can we use again integration by parts? Here x square e power x minus 2 here, minus 2 here. Now here we have first function same. Integration of the second. What is integration of e power x? E power x minus integration of the integrated function. It is equal to e power x. So thus we get plus some constant. Plus some constant. So thus we get x square e power x minus 2x e power x plus 2 e power x plus constant. Plus constant. So this is the solution. This is the solution of our question. Here we have two functions. We are one is x square, one is e power x. So we are using here integration by parts. So first function same, we take the integration of the second function minus integration of the integrated function. So x square same, e power x minus integration of e power x dot 2x. Now 2 is a constant, it will go outside. Thus we get the integration of x e power x. Again we use the integration by parts. So first x as a first function, e power x as a second function. So x will be the same, integration of e power x minus e power integration of e power x, which is equal to e power x. So thus we get minus 2 into x, which is equal to minus 2x e power x. Now minus plus 2 e power x. Thus we get the solution x square e power x minus 2x e power x plus 2 e power x plus constant. So this is our today lecture. If you have any question, please ask your question. Please ask your question. Now for Now I shall give you the answer of your question. Yes, if you have any question, please ask the question. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Yes, if you have any question, please ask the question. Do you have any question? Okay. Okay, if you want to leave, you can leave, no problem.